Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back. Today we're going to continue working on the Jimmy, sort of. We're going to work on the center console. So here it is. I took it all apart. Now the main body and the lid and everything's all pretty good shape. The only part that was an issue was this part here. So I already fixed this part, already bonded it back together because I was trying to figure out how to use this stuff. I bought this bumper repair kit. So I wanted to see how to do it. So I did this one already. I got it all bonded back together, but now I have to fix this part right here. As you can see, it's all broken. The piece that's missing is here somewhere. So yeah, let's get to work. All right, before we get started, I thought I'd show you a couple things. We picked these tires up right here from Dave's Days of Summer. Another local YouTube channel. He gave us a really good deal on them. They're a 255 6015 SS drag radial, which is the same as the ones I have on here. And those are for the shit horse because at Power Cruise we pretty much turned the ones that were on there into slicks. These ones actually have lots of tread on them, so they should be really good. I also picked these up yesterday. I got a really good deal on them. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. They would fit on the Jimmy. The only problem is they're a 15 by 10 and I have 4 of them. So here they are. I picked them up for a really good deal. I don't know if I'm going to use them or just resell them. I test fit them on the Jimmy yesterday. The back ones fit good. The front ones, I think they would fit okay. I don't know about with tires on them. A 15 by 10 is kind of a big rim to put on the front. But I don't know. I might try to sell them, and if they don't sell, then maybe I'll try to fit them on there. Okay, let's get to work on this thing. The first thing you have to do with this is you have to sand all this paint off. I don't know. Oh, here's the little piece. Here's the piece that broke out of there. So I'll end up bonding that back in. Adhesive activator, you put that on first. Then this is kind of like a super glue that goes on after to like glue it together, to hold it together nice. And then you mix up these two, which is this is basically like an epoxy, like a JB weld or something. And then it also comes with this like screen stuff that you can put underneath, like say underneath in here to reinforce it, to make it tighter and stronger. So first thing we're gonna have to do is sand this whole area down, get all the paint off, kind of clean it up. So I'll do that now. All right, so you can see now that I got it totally sanded, all in that crack up in here, pretty good, especially where it needs to be like bonded back together. And then I have somewhere that little piece, I don't know where I put it now. The little piece that needs to go back in there is also sanded. So now next thing I have to do is take a paintbrush, put this adhesive activator on, and then let it dry for like 20 seconds or something like that. And now you're supposed to put this stuff, and this is supposed to work for like urethane front bumpers. I'm hoping to use it. I actually bought this kit for the front bumper of the GTO to fill in some low spots and things. You just have to paint this into the whole area that's cracked. I guess it just cleans it and preps it or whatever. Okay, so we'll let this stuff dry for the half a minute and then we'll get on to the gluing part. Now that it's dried, we get this stuff out, which like I said, I'm pretty sure is just like crazy glue. And you only put this like on one half of the crack, not on both sides. Here I'll have to put it on both sides because it's actually cracked on both sides technically because this piece is missing. Uh-oh. I think it dried like really, really fast, which is probably bad. I hadn't even put all these pieces back in. Like right here where I put all that glue, it's kind of already dried. So let's put A little more in there. Kind of fill in the crack with it. They say this is supposed to kind of hold it together while you repair it, while you use the epoxy stuff on it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I kind of, not messed up, I still got it all together. This is kind of a little like not exactly in the right spot, but that's okay. It's all nice and together up here where it really matters. Here I can just kind of sand this flat, or that just leaves a little room to put the epoxy on. So now we'll let that dry for a bit, and then we'll mix up the epoxy and put the epoxy on. Just like JB Weld, lay out a pile. Smells like GB Weld too, so, which is really, really stinky and gross. Oh, that's great. So the tube just exploded out the bottom, which is awesome. Kermit face. I didn't want that to happen. Well, I guess I'm making lots. Now if I can't close it up, this stuff's gonna all go bad. This is ridiculous. I did not expect that. Well, if you're gonna use this stuff, make sure that you make sure the bottom isn't gonna fly open on you like it did for me. And that's great. I'll be right back. Got her squished back together, but of course I also got a ton of this stuff. So I guess I have to make sure this is gonna stay closed. What I did is I put it in the vise over here and I squished it really good. Let's hope that this one doesn't. But now I have to mix up like a whole bunch. See, again, this one's doing the same thing already. Make sure you hold the bottom. I mean, I could have just mixed up some, I guess. Mix it till it's all one uniform color, like mixing up body filler. Well, this is what happens, you know, when you're working with stuff sometimes. It's gonna work though, whatever. I mean, I want to coat it on the inside, and they also say to, like, once you put your first coat on, you can put some of that fiber stuff on and then recoat it. So we'll have lots for that. Whatever. Okay, so now we got the piece. And we're just gonna, pretty much like putting on Bondo, just lather it on there. They say to turn it over and try to put some on the inside too to help stiffen it up. Try to get it right inside, since I do have lots to work with here. I'm actually using most of it, so maybe it wasn't the worst thing. I think that's pretty good. Oh. You can see that I put some of that cheesecloth or whatever it is in here in this part to kind of reinforce it. I hope you can see that. And then I'll just rub it around until it gets soaked with the stuff, and then we'll let her dry. All right, so now this stuff is dried up pretty good. So you can see it's all nice and dry. This is coming along pretty good. Needs a little more filler or more of this stuff. Probably just, I'll use a little bit of body filler on top. So now I'm gonna sand this. I'm gonna use this orbital sander, and I'm gonna smooth it out. Well, this thing definitely made fast work of that. I think that's pretty good. I'll probably finish it now by hand. I didn't think it would take it down quite so easily, which is good that it did. I have to find my sanding block now. All the inside areas I would have to work with by hand anyways. Oh, and without too much work, it's actually really smooth already. This stuff definitely sands really easy. I mean, obviously you can't really see it, but it's pretty good already. The only crappy thing is this console has like a texture. You can kind of see it here from the factory, and I'm not really sure how to reproduce it, but I mean, pretty much once this is mounted in the truck, you can barely see most of it except for the top because the seat's on either side of it. So I'm gonna continue sanding this, and I'll show you when it's all sanded. All right, so I got her all sanded up, and as you can see, it fits pretty nice now. The lid off, there's this chrome trim that goes around, so it looks all good. And then I sanded the back here, so that's good. Kind of depends how crazy you want to go with it. Of course, you could strip it all down. I mean, really, you could sand it until all the texture's out of it, and then really make it smooth. Same with the lid. Like, the lid actually has lots of that texture in it. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to scuff it all, repaint it, and then put it back together. Next thing I'll do is scuff the whole thing, maybe shoot a little primer over this part, and then get some paint and give it a paint job. I ended up putting a coat on the whole thing just for continuity, so it'll paint nice. So that looks really good. You can't really notice the damage or where it was cracked at all. But I did notice when I was sanding the lid down that the lid's cracked right here. So I've already put that activator stuff on, so I'm going to put the glue on right away, and then pretty much do the same process of putting some of that stuff on there and fixing this crack, and then everything will be ready to paint. This console is actually out of a Blazer, so it has a Chevy bow tie, so I'm going to have to try to find one of these in a GMC to put on there, but for now the Chevy one will do, I guess. Alright, so I got the lid fixed up, smoothed out just like I did on the other pieces. I went and bought some paint because I didn't have any, and we'll take a look at the rest of it. Alright, so there it is. I put 2 coats on. Actually looks pretty good. And then I put 1 thin coat on this, and I actually painted the inside with some maroon paint, so that instead of it being white, because the white looks kind of ugly, once I put a couple coats of that maroon on, it'll get a little darker. So I'm going to just continue painting, and then once it's all painted and dry, then we'll put her back together. Alright, so there it is, all painted up. I put a couple coats of clear over top. I think it looks pretty nice. Painted this with that burgundy, which, like I said, at least it's not white, so that looks pretty good. This base part I only put like 2 thin coats on because it's way at the bottom and you don't really see it. So, but here I put, I think, 4 coats, and same with that. I actually used up the whole can of paint, which kind of sucks. I didn't think it would use that much paint, but yeah, I think it looks pretty good. So we're gonna leave it for tonight, let it all dry good, and we'll assemble it tomorrow. So we'll see you tomorrow. All right, so it's the next day now. We're gonna get this thing together and get it in the truck. So the first thing I'm gonna do is, I got some clear silicone. I'm gonna put a little bit around the 2 pieces, or on one of the pieces, mostly for vibrations, because this thing was making some like rattling noises before. So I'm just gonna put a thin coat, probably on that one, maybe along the outside of here, a little bit, just so that when I put it together, it doesn't rattle, and then it goes together, and there's some bolts that hold it together, and then the lid goes on, and then we'll get it back in the truck. But before we put the 2 halves together, I have to put this stuff back on. So there's this black piece here, and then this chrome trim, which actually fits on here, and then it gets, there's these like tabs that fit in here, and then once they're in, you have to bend them. And I gotta make sure that it's good and tight, because it was pretty rattly before. I'm trying to get rid of all the rattles. Now, come a little closer to the camera. Okay, so all the little tabs are all along, and so I have to take pliers, push this, and then bend the tab so that it holds it in tight, like that. Like I said, hopefully it fits nice and tight, because truck, well, I mean, now with the carpet, maybe it won't be so bad, but it was vibrating and it was super annoying. I think I got it pretty good, except there's 2 tabs way inside. I don't know if I'll be able to get in there. Maybe I'll have to use a flat screwdriver to bend them. Alright, so there it is, all together. I think it looks pretty nice compared to what it looked like before, all broken. Alright, well, let's move on to the next part. I just kind of stuck it together to figure out exactly how it goes together. I'm going to take this half, and I'm just going to put a little bit kind of along the edge here. A little bit of silicone. Not to go crazy. Sort of rub it in so that it's not a big blob. I don't want it coming out all over. And this just fits over here, like so. It's possible some of these could have been loose too, and that's why it was vibrating a lot, but like I said, a little bit of silicone on there just to help it seal. Doesn't hurt. Next thing that goes on is this hinge, which kind of bolts to the top and the bottom. Let's start with the bottom. I also clean the hinge with some steel wool. It's chrome, so make it shiny. Okay, and then I need 3 screws there, which I'll have to look for, and then there's also a thing that goes on the front here, which I'll get the screws for that. Got those 3 screws in, and I got this little thing that holds the lid down. So the next thing to go on will be the lid. I hope. There we go. And then I got the emblem. Like I said before, I don't have the right, this is a Chevrolet emblem, but until I find a GMC one, it'll do. Actually, there's a guy selling a bunch of consoles with the GM emblems on them, but he wants like $200 a piece for them, which I'm not going to pay, obviously. But I thought maybe I'd message him and see if he would trade me maybe a Chevy for a GM emblem, but we'll see. Alright, so I got it installed, and let's go take a look. You can kind of get the whole picture of the interior now. So it just has 4 bolts that hold it in. I think that red color inside definitely makes it better than the white that it used to be. And then it closes right up, and I think it looks pretty good. Goes with everything. That's going to be it for this one. So I hope you guys liked it. You know, that stuff that I use there will definitely work on like fixing front bumper covers and anything made of plastic or fiberglass. So it's definitely good to have, not just for center consoles, but front lip or anything that's made of fiberglass that you need to fix. So definitely a decent product. 3M also makes one that's supposed to be better, but whatever you guys pick up should work. So like always, like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, and we'll check you later.